All right, hidden in the sunlight behind me is the place it all began. Let me show you. 1 second. All right, Monday is a wrap. Tuesday. It's Tuesday, Steve. Tuesday, she's a wrap. That's today. Oh man alive, am I tired. I am hitting Starbucks to grab a coffee on the way home because I'm exhausted and I have another free one, so I'm gonna do that. I've had a whopper of a couple weeks. Like I said yesterday, I actually got home last night and was like, yes, I'm gonna edit this quickly and I'm gonna get this out the door and I'm gonna go rest. And then, well, things started happening, things started breaking. I wasn't able to get that done, and wouldn't you know it, but I didn't get to sleep till 1 and had to pick my dad up at 5:30 this morning. So he went to the airport. I don't know. Finally get to doing the vlog today. I feel like I have lost the opportunity or not made the margin to do the things that I like to do on this channel. I said that a couple of days ago, maybe about a week ago, but the reality is I've been exhausted. Like, it's springtime and I'm exhausted. So I really need to carve out the time, whether it's getting up early in the morning and heading somewhere to do some very specific fun, like B-roll shots, or do that late. Maybe even invite my wife out to dinner. Speaking of my wife, check this out. All right, hidden in the sunlight behind me is the place it all began. Let me show you. 1 second. And here it is. Let me explain what you're looking at here. This is the biology room where I met my wife. And this is the high school that we met in. And if you look at this hallway right here, that hallway my wife and I kissed in a couple of different times. And that was very cool because I was like officially, you know, valuable enough to kiss, and it was very cool. So this is our high school. This is where we met. 25 years ago, my wife and I became a couple dating in the halls of this school, and it was in that room right there by that greenhouse that I made fun of my wife and picked on her and begged her for money and did all the things that a respectable dude would never do. But I did it because, man, she was beautiful. And I was extremely hopeful that she would give me the opportunity to be a part of her life. And I'm gonna walk back here to show you some of the area that we used to hang out in. It was on this very field that I dislocated my right arm playing football with my brothers. I threw that ball as hard as I possibly could and dislocated my right shoulder. And I might add this, in this very fenced in area over here, this is where I learned to be a mechanic. That's the first way that I fed my family. That's the first job that I had that paid really well, was being a mechanic. So it was inside of this little courtyard that I was able to learn how to feed my family. So very thankful and grateful for that. I was not exactly a star student. I wasn't exactly good at math, at science. To be honest with you, I wasn't really good at much. I did the best that I could. So this is it. This is where it all began. My wife is the best relationship that I've ever developed in my life. And this is the place that it happened in. And it's, you know, it's funny when you go back to the school that you attended when you were a kid and you look at it, just how much smaller it seems. But this building, as small as it actually is, was the beginning, the foundation, the meeting place for two kids to be born, two families to come together, generational curses to be broken, lives to be changed, and my wife and I to be now on a 25-year journey, looking to make it a 100-year journey together, creating memories in this world. It is important that you remember where you came from, the value that those little interactions have, because that day meeting her solidified in my brain that I wanted to be better for somebody, and I wanted to be better for her. And that might seem like a childish thing, but that was a catalyst that made me a better person, that developed in me the hardworking nature that I needed to have in order to be able to take care of a family that God gave us to take care of. Both my wife and I were doing things we weren't supposed to at that age, and we smoked. And see this fence right here? This was the school property line. Dun dun dun. We stood right there where the sunlight beams are shining through like it's a heavenly scene, and we did things that were atrocious for our body. We smoked. We did that because, well, we were children and we made mistakes. But okay, that's one memory. This church right here used to be a spot that we would hang out and play football. Right over here. See that? When I was a child, that was a beefy field. You could run in that thing for days, man. Barry Sanders days. This was the house of my best friend. This brick baby you're seeing right here, well, that was the house I grew up in. And that guy right there, that was a beaut. And this field right here was my buddy Bobby Orr's house. Man, we played football there too. You catching a theme? Football. This house, not lying, haunted when I was growing up. Alright, well that's it. Today I just wanted to go down a little bit of a trip of memory lane and show you the high school that I attended when I was a kid. My only regret today is not bringing my drone to give you guys a shot from the air, but you know what? Maybe I'll come back and B-roll it another day. Right now I'm gonna head home and get this edited and get some sleep, because I've had 4 or 5 hours of sleep in the last 2 days. It's time for a nap. So, see you guys.